Hello everyone and welcome to today's I Get to Know Me segment. My name is Jeremy Meister and today we're going to be interviewing John Schwartz. It's nice to see you, John.
Good to be here. Thanks for having me, Jeremy. Appreciate it.
No problem. Thanks for coming. Let's go ahead and get this interview started. So is there anything that you want to tell the audience before we get started?
Sure. Actually, there is one thing. One thing I want to point out is we are not wearing our masks, which we are 6 feet apart. One of the things CLI is doing with the new masks is if we're indoors at least 6 feet apart, we are not wearing masks. Now, if Jeremy and I had to get closer, or if I was helping him in anything that we had to be within 6 feet, we would be wearing masks. And anytime we're in a vehicle, we were wearing masks. And I want to point that out just because it's kind of our first week for that. And I know I'm kind of excited not to have to talk through a mask.
Me too. My first question is, what would you write on a giant billboard?
Oh, what I read on a giant billboard.
Yeah.
I always like the ones that are just kind of affirmational, like, like it's okay, or things. I'm a big quote person. I like aspirational quotes, and I like funny quotes. So I don't have an exact quote, but it would probably be something along the lines of "it's okay," or like a quote by a famous person that you wouldn't actually expect.
And what is your favorite type of candy?
All of it.
All of it?
Yeah. So, I would say dark chocolates and caramels probably would be my favorite. But I mean, you've known me a long time. Have you ever seen me turn down any candy?
No, I don't think so.
Right. We have not. All of it.
And do you prefer coffee or tea?
Coffee for sure.
Me too. What is your favorite type of book?
My favorite type of book? I generally like fiction more than anything else. Like my undergrad when I was in college was English, and I've always been a big reader. And I really like lots and lots of different types of books, lots of different kinds of fiction. I also read a lot of nonfiction. I would say if I had to pick one type of book these days, it'd probably be an audiobook.
Do you have a favorite author?
Yeah, I've got a couple favorite authors. Margaret Atwood I really like a lot.
Oh, really?
I really like John Steinbeck.
What is your favorite type of TV show?
I would say probably, it can't be that corny, but I really like science fiction. Like one of the shows I've liked most in the last couple of years has been The Expanse. Yeah, so yeah, I like science fiction, but I also like, I guess I kind of like a mystery.
Okay.
Very jumpy, so like you can't be too scary, like jumpy scary, or I'm annoying to watch it with. And sometimes I have to walk out of the room for a while and come back in there, and it's a little bit pathetic.
What is your favorite sports team?
I am not a big sports watcher. I don't really watch a whole lot of TV to begin with, and I like to play sports. I played soccer for like 15 years. I love to sail. And my kids all did sports. My kids both swimmers and played soccer. But and I like sports, but I hardly ever watch sports. I mean, I grew up in the Cleveland area. My parents are from the Cleveland area, so I mean, I have to like the Browns. But I will say that anybody who's disappointed in the Browns really has not been a Browns fan long enough to realize that's just the Browns.
Yeah.
But I don't know that I really have a favorite team, other than you have to like the Browns because you can't like the Steelers, stuff like that.
Gotcha.
Great. I also like watching high school sports much better than watching pro or college sports.
High school basketball.
Yep. Especially basketball in particular, because when you look at college ball and professional ball, those guys are just huge. And I played high school basketball, and so for me, the size of the court doesn't change. Like if I'm on the court or LeBron James is on the court's the same size.
Yeah.
But the game we're playing, not just because he's way better than me, but also because he's just such a much bigger guy. Proportionally, it's just a different game. And so, like when you watch high school, it's interesting.
What is your favorite type of movie?
I would probably have to say comedies. I like comedies a lot, although I like lots of different movies.
Okay.
Just bearing in mind that very jumpy and it's scary. I probably can't watch the whole thing all at once. But definitely my least favorite one would be any kind of slasher movie. I can't watch those at all.
So any kind of horror movie?
Yeah, no, not me.
Nope.
No.
Me neither. How has COVID most changed you?
I could not have imagined a pandemic that would have shut us all down for like it did.
Yeah.
And I would say kind of like my view of the world in terms of how the world works, and I don't know that it's been a dramatic change for me, but it's definitely kind of made me probably a little bit more worried about things that I was already worried about.
Okay.
With, not the health stuff. I've always been a really good hand washer. We're always really careful, like just because I think one of the things that people in our country forget about is that one of the real world benefits we have in the Western world is that we have access to sanitation and clean water, clean drinking water, and hand washing, and it's amazing all the things that we do medically, but it's really just the ability to kind of keep things clean, wash our hands, and
To keep on it, pretty much.
yeah, I mean, the things that used to kill people and make their life so short were very, very simple things. A lot of things just had to do with good sanitation, making sure that, sewage goes separate from the drinking water, and, that your hands are clean and you're not touching things, with dirty hands, and you're not touching other people's things with dirty hands.
Mm-hmm.
But I just made me more aware of that. But I don't know. I think, and like I said, I couldn't have imagined the whole shutdown.
Mm-hmm.
It's made me really grateful for our community, and it's made me really grateful for the people that I work with, but that was true before too, just a little bit more so.
Okay. Cool. What is something new that you accomplished in quarantine?
Something new? I've been pretty focused this year just on kind of like, I've got two kids. One kid Graham is in college and really starts college this fall, so trying to transition, getting them ready for that. I bought and sold a house during quarantine because I was afraid because I do that on the side, and that's how I made money for my kids to go to school.
Really?
By buying and selling, fixing up houses. I buy really dirty houses that need to be fixed up.
Yeah.
I clean them up, live in them for a couple of years, I clean them up, and then I sell them, and then I buy another dirty house that needs to be cleaned up. And yeah, so I did another one of those.
You kind of flip houses then.
I like to say it's more of a flop.
Flop.
Yeah, because flipping makes it sound like you're just buying it, doing a quick dusting and coat of paint, and then somebody else comes and offers you tons of money for that house that you just bought. You make all this money. It's not really like that. Like, we do okay, but it's really more. It's kind of a part-time job that basically at the end of 2 or 3 years, when I sell the house, I usually get all the money back out, so I get to live in that house for free, and in return for doing that part-time job. It's 20 hours a week of fixing the wiring and cleaning up the house, painting, and maybe redesigning the house. So I have to redo any kitchens, bathrooms, stuff like that.
Gotcha. Cool. I never knew that.
Yeah, we've done about 8 of them in the last 22 years.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. It's very interesting.
Yeah, it sounds more interesting than it is. Probably the one thing that's changed, the pandemic's changed me the most, is I feel like I am more grateful for lots of things, because I think one of the things it taught me is how much you just take for granted, right?
Mm-hmm. How would your friends most describe you?
I actually don't know. I would say that people would describe me as fun to be around. A little bit weird. Like, I think people generally don't get why I do what I do.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, I take care of people. So I would say helpful,
Mm-hmm.
dependable, probably always late. So I don't know.
I would say fun to be around, and a real good guy to talk with, and very helpful.
Appreciate that, Jeremy. Feel the same about you.
What are some 3 fun facts about you?
3 fun facts?
Yes.
I don't know that I can come up with 3 fun facts about me right now. after my sophomore year, I dropped out of college and joined the circus.
Really?
Yeah, yeah. And went to Japan with the circus when I was 20, I think. And no, 21. I was 21. And so that's one. I love to sail, and I really like little boats in particular.
Mm-hmm.
And I also love to backpack. Like I like to backpack long distances. I've taken most of my kids when they were little on the Appalachian Trail, and I spent a week or two on the Appalachian Trail, different times, just backpacking.
Okay, cool. What did you do at the circus?
Nothing very interesting. So
Okay.
basically, I was hired to be tops and rigging. So basically, what that means is you set up, and this was Ringling Brothers and Byron Bailey, the international crew.
Oh, really?
So we set up, we would set up a tent in Sapporo and Tokyo, and it would be set up for like a month. So we would be the ones that set it up, and then we would be the ones that move all the stuff during the show. Like I would roll the elephant tubs out, and then during the elephant show, you'd run around with coal shovels and you scoop up the elephant poop before they sit on it, and put it in trash cans, and then you roll and you pull it, and you wheel out the globe of death, which is a big wire or big metal globe that the motorcycles ride around.
Yeah.
So, and then at the end of the show, you are in the circus, you kind of put everything away, you sweep the tent, spend a lot of time sweeping the tent. So just all, oh, there was riggers. I was the one that climbed up and strung things up and stuff like that.
Cool.
Yeah, it was pretty fun. The work was fun. Politics in the circus are kind of crazy. Like it's very much a kind of a caste type of system. So like nobody, other than the props and rigging guys, nobody would really talk to the props and rigging guys. You're supposed to be seen, not heard. Well, you're really not supposed to be seen or heard. You're supposed to make sure the elephant poop's not out. But
Okay. Cool.
yeah.
I never knew that about you.
Yeah.
What do you like the most about being part of CLI?
I like being part of a team, and I like that we're all working together to accomplish pretty cool things. When I say we all, I mean I staff, and I feel like the people that we work for, which is you're one of those people that we work for,
Mm-hmm.
that we're all on the same team trying to accomplish things specific. So our CLI's mission is to increase earning status and quality of life of people with disabilities. But we've also identified we want to make the whole system better, which means it has to do a better job taking care of people that take care of people with disabilities. And then if we're supposed to be part of a larger community, we need to make those communities better, right? And I like the CLI, that we're part of a team with you, with CEO, with everybody, so that we're all working to make individual people's lives better and make our community better.
Okay. Cool. Thank you very much.
No, thank you, Jeremy. You did a great job. Appreciate it.
Would you like to say anything else to our audience?
Nothing really comes to mind. Although we're always looking for more people to be interviewed, right?
Yep.
And we're always looking for more things to go in our newsletter. So just in general, whether it's video, whether it's art, anything. I just want to say thanks for all the support, both this past year and ongoing. I mean, I think one of the really cool things about CLI is just all the support we get from the local community, from our families of people, from the people. I mean, it's just a good place to be. I'm very grateful.
Thank you. And thank you, everybody, for joining us today. Once again, thank you, Dad, for coming.
You're welcome. Thank you.
And I'll see you in the next video. Have a good day.
Let me get you in the face with that. Because that's 6 feet right there, and we're about 6.